Alright, we are back. So we're starting with our app that we've been creating. Really doesn't have a purpose now. It's trying to get the basics. So we have the slider. We didn't really make it do anything. We have a push button. We made that do something. But the slider, we want to actually use it. So one thing we can do is we can use a slider to change, a color of something. Really anything. The background of the app, the words, the background of the button, whatever you want. So let's just get started by adding 2 more sliders so we can have 3 different options, because with RGB that's red, green, blue, and it's a value of 0 to 255 in each category. So if this one were red, it would be 0 to 255. If this one were blue, red, green, then this will be 255, and then red, green, blue, this one would be 255. So they all start at 0, they all end at 255. We can give, so we'll have to name these differently. So let's just name that one slide 1, 2, and then 3, and then we'll have to edit this to be 1, and then we'll just copy and paste these 2, and then name them slide 2 and 3. So it'll be 2, and then 3, and then we can go ahead and Control S, F5, and then now we have 3 that range from 0 to 255. They're all the same width and height and all that. We'll have it change the color of Hello World, and we might have the button do something different. So since we're just going to change the color of Hello World, I'm just going to use, I'll edit that later if we change it. So yeah, I'll make a new function. I was going to use the existing function we have, but until I make the button do something different, I'll leave that up there. So let's do, see, that one's color change. I'm really bad at coming up with names. So we'll do text color. Alright, so we need to get a value of 255, 0, or anywhere in between 0 and 255 for each of these. Alright, so let's start with this. Hello world, hello text dot value equals slider 1 dot value. So what this is, hello text is what we named the hello world text. So it's right here, hello text. So we're trying to set this value is equal to the slider 1 dot value, and the slider 1 dot value has a value of 0 or anywhere in between 255. So that'll give us like our RGB. So we shouldn't have to do a range to get like a number, because the slider will give you a number in return, whatever number you slid it to. If it's on 62, it'll be 62. Actually, let's do this. So hello text dot bg is equal to, so let's just do so E is just something random I picked. Sometimes I do ABC, sometimes I do EFG or XYZ. I'll just do E. I'm just saying that is equal to slide 1 dot value. F is equal to slide 2 dot value, and then G is equal to slide 3 dot value. So that's just making it a little shorter for me. So I should be able to do, so I'm specifying the hello text. I want the background, so it's hello text dot bg for background. It might be color. I might have to switch that up. Oh yeah, it's text color. It's up there. Duh. So dot text color. It's right up here. Sometimes some widgets are bg. Sometimes So hello text dot text color. So text color is gonna be a property. Equals. Let's say, so it's gonna be an integer, so yeah, E, F, G, hello text, so let's just see if that works. Control S, F5, and let's see if we get an error. Oh, right. So the reason this isn't working right now, well, one of the reasons this isn't working, I don't know if it's going to work when we try it again, but one reason this isn't working, is this picking up my mic? Hopefully I'm actually recording. Okay, anyway, so we have to specify to hello world. We want hello world to change color, so we need to like update that in the GUI. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to, let's see, hello text dot, you can use repeat if you want something to repeat every so many seconds or minutes or whatever, or you can use after, so hello text dot after if you want something to just happen once, so be like after 5 seconds update. But we want to do repeat, and then we can do it pretty fast, so it gives you the time is in seconds, and then you want to specify the function and anything else, like any arguments or anything. So we'll do time 100 milliseconds, and then we'll do the function is going to be your text color, and then just end parentheses, should be. So if it doesn't work, it's a different problem. So let's see if it works, and it didn't work. So we'll, oh wait, it did work. I wasn't up high enough. Okay, so now we have red, now we have yellow, and now we have white. So let's see if it's red, green. Oh yeah, so that is working. So then, let's see. So around 70 should be gray. Yeah, so awesome. So let's see. Now I got green, and now we should have blue. So yeah, now this works. So you can use this for a lot of different things, dimming an LED, changing servos. If you have it set up correctly, I guess you can have it dimming your incandescent light in your house. You have to do a couple hardware stuff extra, but definitely if you want to get a Raspberry Pi, hook up an LED, you can dim the LED. If you have an RGB LED, you should be able to change all the different colors like this, I believe. You'd have to do the code a little bit different, but I can go over that in the future. So that is working. Another thing we can do is in the text box we can have these values, the R, the G, the B, we can have those values go into the text box, so you could like copy and paste it. So let's see here, so let's go to whatever. Let's see, value is equal to, so we're going to go whatever dot value, because that's how you set the value of that particular item, which is a text box. And you want to go to want to do a string, and then want to do another string, and then another string, and we're going to do a percent. So I'm just setting myself up here. So going back, we're going to do %s, that's a string. What the %s is doing is it's a marker. So if you type in hello and then no space and a %s, that's a marker. So if you want to type, hellos, or hello world or something like that, the hello will be there, but whatever the %s is marking, if you will, it will show up at the end of hello world. If you do a space right here like that, it'll be hello space and then whatever you want to specify the %s for. Hopefully that makes sense. So we'll do a %s, and then no commas or anything, do a space, % space, and then what you want the %s's to be. So for instance, we want the first one to be E because that's red, and then we want, let's see, E, and then I can't remember if you do a space. Oh, so we're gonna have to do a parentheses because it's multiple, so we're gonna have to do E, F, and then G, because the red, green, blue, in that order. So we can do, yeah, so that'll be, and then maybe that'll work. So under whatever, we'll have to update that box. So it'll be, we can just take this out. So it'll be whatever dot repeat, because we want to repeat it every time we change the slider. We want that to update. We can do the same time, and then we'll have to specify the function, and that should be it, I think. Oh no, we have a whole bunch of problems here. So not all strings are converted during. So let's just forget about that. Make sure that works. So let's just do another function. We'll call it text box value. So now we're just gonna say whatever. That should have worked. Let me try that again. So let's rename our function, or not rename it, but we'll refer whatever to repeat every 100 milliseconds according to this function that we just created. Let's see if that. After some trial and error, I should be able to put this up into this function, but that's right, we can leave it separate. So now the value equals 0 because all the sliders are at 0. So if you move them, it'll update the value. So red, green, blue, it's all the way red, as you can see, so it's 255. If you want blue and red, it'd be 255, 255, and we can see that's yellow. Or if you want white, is 255, 255, 255, and it's white. White in RGB is all the colors. Black is 0 of the colors in RGB. So if you wanted to, have like an RGB GUI picker, so you don't have to go online and use the HTML ones all the time, you can do something like this. If you want this nice pink color, you can highlight this, copy and paste. You can also format your string a little bit to be more user-friendly. If you want it to have parentheses, like for some reason if you need the parentheses, then you can do that. So now when you copy and paste, it'll already have its parentheses. If you want to copy and paste this, you might need to change this to update a little bit slower, because I don't think you can keep this highlighted for very long. But if we change this to like 2 seconds, it'll just take a little longer to update, but you should be able to get your values and copy and paste it like real quick. So, well, you'll have to play with it, but that's how you do it. Thanks for watching.